Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Chad calling. Let me click over real quick.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Black 54! Let's go, let's go! 12, fellas, here we go.
Check the backer, check the backer.
We're good.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. All right, here we go. Let's go, Venus.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Hey, hero, hero, hero.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check the hot read. Check 37, check 37. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, 19.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 54 is Mike.
18.
54, watch 54.
Good time.
Second and 5 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. Let him know.
Now Wilson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo, 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 yo.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl right in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone, because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. Go, go, go.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. From the 17, Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Hey, alert!
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So remember now, they've had some problems with the side here that have dogged visiting kickers in the first few years of Levi Stadium. Well, really any kicker for that matter.
Yeah.
Not sure if that had any effect there, Charles, but that was not the greatest of kicks.
And no, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary on that one. The field looks to be in great shape. He just kind of botched it.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47.
Hey, alert.
50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
24.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
Zebra. 14. 2-15.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. Alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 0. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wild Bill.
36 power.
He's coming.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Mike 56. Don't let him free. Way up top deep. Don't let him free.
Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
White.
Check Mike 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. On first down, it's Coleman, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my